do, what it do, what it do. What up, though? It's your boy Bandit, aka Neil, and I'm here with my group of villains. I'm gonna let you know what villains is in here with me. Start off with you, Jeremy Jern.
What up, peeps? It's Smoking Jeremy B. Just here talking football. I'm always going to talk about these Lions.
That's what's up. What's up? Will, let them know who you is, though.
How about that victory? Let's go. On to the next one.
For sure. Scott, let them know who you is, though.
What up? You already know. I've been on here multiple times. You can find me on Twitter, xanthony, or through the L Lions Fan Report podcast. You already know.
For sure. D, let them know what it is, though.
What up? It's your boy Day Day. Find me on Twitter at Markham246. Let's go Lions.
You sure?
Let's hope this laptop goes down.
Dave, why'd you decline my trade, you son of a bitch?
Man,
I'm gonna start off with that.
because you want, man, what are you doing?
What, bro?
Gus Edwards, Justice Hill, and I forgot who the other guy was. And Tank Dell for Tyler Lockett, Aaron Jones, and somebody else? Nah.
Yeah. You're not even using them. They're just sitting on your fucking bench.
Aaron Jones was on bye.
He's hurt.
Aaron Jones is going to the IR. They just signed James Robinson.
Now you want to trade for him, Scott?
Should have made the trade.
Y'all know what we here doing. We here talking about this live, the Lions and the Bucs game. Where y'all want to start? We want to start off by just going over the game recap.
Do you have the main highlight? I want to open with that main highlight.
Oh, you know I got the highlights. You know
the one we all know. Yeah.
J-Mo.
Bro, I must have watched that like 10,
you already
15
know.
times.
We're going to go in order, though. We're going to go in order. You feel me? So to start this game, we got to start off because, you feel me? We start off in the game with the Will Harris interception, man.
Series. Off a fake, off a pump, a deflection, and a pick. It belongs to Detroit. Will Harris ends up.
So Will Harris, you know, he been playing, stepping up the last couple games, man. You feel me? He been playing solid on the outside, man. Jeremy, what you got to say about Will Harris, man, his performance the last two games?
His performance has been adequate. It hasn't been great. It hasn't been spectacular. And if Bugs doesn't tip that pass, Mike Evans gets a 90-yard touchdown. Because he was burnt like toast.
D, what you got to say about Will Harris in his play the last couple games, man?
It's been Will Harris-esque. Man. He got his interception, but other than that, he still get, man, he like Jeremy said, man, if Bugs doesn't tip that pass, he's gone. Mike Evans is gone. But shout out Will Harris being right there to get that interception, man. I'll give it to him on that.
Amen. Let's hope Russell Wilson can stop burning whatever he's cooking and actually play a good game versus Green Bay.
Will, what you got to say about Will Harris and his defense we've been playing, though, man?
He's slowly stepping it up. I want to still see more from him, but like these guys said again and again, if Bugs didn't tip it, man, Mike Evans goes, jump, touchdown. So, right place, right time for Will Harris to be there.
Sky, what you got to say about Will Harris and the way he's been playing these last couple games, man?
He's dog shit. So, I don't give a fuck what he's been playing like, bro. Every other play, dude. Here's the one thing about Will Harris that is great with him being on the fucking field, right? Jerry Jacobs doesn't get picked on as much because they're throwing at fucking Will Harris.
Yes, sir.
That's the only benefit.
Does anybody else, anytime there's a flag on the field and Will Harris is on the field, do you automatically think that's on Will Harris? I do.
I look to see if it's 25 or 23 every time.
I look at a flag, Will Harris on the field, it's him. And then the camera will pan to him. It's like, it's definitely on him.
So especially when you see him get up in that same look every time. The helmet's there with the visor, and he's going,
I didn't do it.
He's good because he's versatile. That's why they love him. He can play safety, nickel, outside, whatever the fuck you need him to play. But it's all fucking mid.
It's not
So-
even mid, Sky. It's not even mid, man.
Oh, it's mid as fuck.
All I know it was really
I think
nice.
it's lower than that.
He said his Lord is a Reggie. His Lord is a Reggie.
So,
Oh, he is.
see,
He's
the
the
last-
sickle Fritz, dude.
the last 3 games, the Lions have feasted on cheese, ate up some Panthers, and now they ate some creamsicles.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna wash it down with some birds.
So let's talk about the first touchdown of the game, man. That St. Brown touchdown, man. Everybody been talking about it, man. Let's talk about it, man.
Under pressure, Goff was protected. St. Brown has it. Needs to get to the 14-yard line, and he will. Craig Reynolds through the big block, and St. Brown works all the way downfield for the touchdown. What a block by Craig Reynolds. This is why they love that guy. You just talked about it, Moose. He puts his body in the way, and St. Brown did the rest for the score.
You got to have guys like Craig Reynolds.
Big block, man.
I was in there. There was a couple of blocks on the way through. You all saw it, right? When he was cutting across before he got to turn the corner. I seen a little bit of Josh in there. I saw J-Mo take out a corner. And then all of a sudden, Amon-Ra's running up into 3 guys. And Craig Reynolds goes, wow! Like Superman takes out 2.
Man.
Came out of
You
nowhere.
got that be the block of the year right now at the start of the season, Jeremy?
I still say the block of the year was J-Mo on the linebacker.
Because he blocked him twice.
Yeah, he blocked him at the line, and then the guy was coming up again, and he pancaked the guy. He pancaked a 230-pound linebacker to break David Montgomery against Carolina. That's still the block of the year to me, because you're talking about a 6', 180 guy versus a 6'1", 200+ guy in Craig.
Scott, what you guys say about the play?
Well, my whole thing about it is the block was great. It's just the fact that like he is like one of those guys that we have to consider as a bought-in culture guy. Like he's an all-in guy. Like he would literally die for Dan Campbell, I feel.
That's why they love him. That's why they love him.
That play was purely made as an effort play from the culture. Like, how many other? I mean, do you see teams doing that left and right? Players running fucking flares and then running full speed 15 yards to make a block downfield from a guy that's running an inside dig that's coming back across the field.
He was 10 yards out of that play, man. Came back in that play and made that block.
Right. Like that's what Dan and everybody is building here. Like that's the whole thing. Like they're building exactly what you've seen in that play.
D, what you got to say about that play, man?
What nobody's mentioned so far is he didn't just take out the one guy. He was when he took out the first guy. Yeah, he took out 3 guys. But the last guy he took out, he didn't completely take him out, but he pushed him off, and that gave Amon-Ra the ability.
Yeah, he kind of did 2 at once. He kind of did 2 at once in that last block.
But that's why they love Craig Reynolds, man. That's why they keep him around. He may not be, your top end running back or whatever. He's your 3rd string running back, really. But man, he makes plays like that. Without that play, I don't think Amon-Ra gets the first down, to be honest. I don't think he makes that edge.
No, because that was where he made that block was about 2 yards shy of the first down.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna let Amon-Ra St. Brown explain to y'all what he's seen on the play.
Oh yeah, hey, I give all credit to my dog Craig. Lights out block. I caught it. They teach us knife it. That means when you catch it, get upfield. I caught it. I said, man, let me go try to make something happen. I cut it back. I see Craig come out of nowhere. So shout out Craig, man. That's my dog. He made it happen.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Man,
but the first key block came when he was cutting around that corner when he had to go back and across the field. When J-Mo checked that inside corner that had the line on Amon-Ra, because otherwise that play stops at 3 yards.
Very true.
I mean,
Very true,
it started
very
with J-Mo. It started with J-Mo. As soon as he did that and I saw the turn of the corner, I was like, ooh. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, you see Craig Reynolds run up. Wow!
Speaking of J-Mo,
He's
next
back.
score, man. Y'all know what it was. It was J-Mo.
Goff looking deep. Wants it all. Jamison Williams looking for the ball. Got it! Touchdown!
What a great in-air adjustment.
Oh, y'all that said he was a bust.
No, not all us.
Shout out to Dan Miller on the call.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the radio call yet. I've just heard the TV
that
call.
was actually the announcer that was next to Moose Johnston doing that. That was the TV broadcast.
I think that's Kevin Burkhardt. I think that's who that is.
But the key to that was look at the ball placement by Goff. He saw
Not very
where
good.
the defender. No, it actually was very good.
No, that wasn't a good ball.
It was on the outside. It was on the outside of where the defender was. That's the only reason why J-Mo could make that catch where he did, even though he had to adjust to it. It was away from the defender. It was a perfectly placed ball that he could run under.
What you gotta say, D? What you gotta say about the ball? Go ahead, D.
Man, I don't know, man. I think the wind ate up that ball, really. I do. I don't know if they were going into the wind or with the wind, but it looked like that ball got ate up by the wind because it kind of looked like a duck. Like it didn't. I mean, J-Mo made a great play on that. Like he was able to find the ball, readjust himself. But I personally don't think that was a good ball. He got it there, and he hit him. He didn't underthrow him or overthrow him, so I'll give him credit for that. But I just don't think that was a great ball.
Sky, what you gotta say about the play?
It was what we wanted. I mean, I don't have any complaints. I don't give a fuck about the pass. I don't give a fuck about the catch. I don't give a fuck what the fuck ever. We finally got what everybody wanted, and what we did with a 12 overall pick, that it fucking makes sense. You know what I'm saying? We gotta. And the craziest thing is that whole thing was all set up from the way that they came out in the second half versus the way that we started the game in that bullshit ass shotgun. In the second half, we came out in our fucking single back, 21, 22 personnel fucking offense, started running down there, running 2 yards a pop, and then set them up with a play action. Like that's what I don't understand. That it's like that whole first half is like we were getting in our own way. Like Ben was getting in his own fucking way because they were concerned that, hey, if we're only going to be able to get 2 yards a pop, like what are we going to be able to do? Well, okay, like. You're lucky Goff dialed the fuck in the first half and was fucking dicing these motherfuckers. Let's be realistic. It was the Goff show right off rip.
We got Donkey Kong in here busting Goff's balls. You know what? Goff leads the NFL in completion percentage in-air passing right now, 20 yards down the field or more. 64.2%. There is nobody even close. He's the number one PFF rated quarterback through 6 weeks now. Number 2 is Lamar Jackson. And think about this. Goff was 7 yards back plus the 45. He threw that 52 yards in the air. That's pretty fucking far.
That's a far fucking. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That is a far pass.
Yeah.
That's a far pass. And it was a duck. A 52-yard duck. That bitch floated.
He skied
wobbled,
that
bro.
If you look at the angle that he threw.
What?
Yeah, because once it loses because he threw it so high, once it loses its arc, it starts to wobble.
That bitch was.
That's back to what D saying though. That's back with D saying how the ball was underthrown. D.
I don't think it was underthrown. I just think the wind ate it up.
The craziest thing is that that's the J-Mo special though, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like. That's exactly what he kind of had to deal with in college.
Yeah.
Like those kind of semi-open, wobbly throws at the quarterbacks. It's like, oh shit, yeah, this is a design play. Let me throw it over here. I'm just glad he tracked it well and he caught it. That's the main.
Yeah, I'm glad he caught it. He caught it.
Just catch the motherfucker at this point.
Yeah. Now, okay, I got a quick question. That one he had, I want to say it was just before that. Do you blame a golf on that, or do you blame
Goff.
JMO on?
That ball
That
was
was
tipped
underthrown.
at the line. That
I think it
ball
was-
was tipped at the line.
I think it was tipped, and he had pressure in his face. I
It's
mean, there was
nobody's-
so
it's
much pressure.
nobody's fault. Good
But it was
defense.
more on Goff
Good
than it was
defense.
on JMO because with it being tipped, that forced the ball to be hit in shallow. He did a perfect route. He made Jamal Dean look stupid.
Stupid. Put 4 yards between them, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
4 or
bro,
5
he almost went
yards.
sliding all the way
If
off
that
the
ball-
field.
If that ball doesn't
Jeremy,
get
that
tipped
guy
at the line,
skid.
yeah,
across
he
the turf.
skidded trying to stop to get back to him. It's like he's running with him. All of a sudden, he goes, "Oh, where the fuck he go?"
He hit the brakes on him, though. I swear to God, he did, though.
Dude,
Hey, you can tell that knee's at full strength. The way he
Yeah.
was able to stop on a dime like
The
that.
knee, the hamstring, all of it.
Yeah.
And he damn near still caught that ball.
He did. I'll give him that.
So-
He did.
Let's see. In 2 weeks, he's had 6 targets, 4 catches, almost 70 yards, and a tutty.
He'll be all right.
While we're
We
talking
were still
about turf
talking
real
about he a
quick.
bust.
Yo, I was on Ford Field today. You guys seen that, right? Dude, that field is I haven't been on it in a minute, like a couple years. And dude, that field is so loose.
Is it really?
It's so loose, bro. It's insane that our players and other players literally don't destroy their fucking legs every
But
every time.
didn't they just put new turf down?
It doesn't,
Wasn't
dude. It doesn't matter if you get a chance to
Turf
go
is
on it at
turf.
some point in time, bro. It literally when you step and try to cut on it in my tennis shoes, I'm taking a step and the ground goes.
They make special turf cleats. That's why it's a rubberized cleat and it's made just for running in that. But when you're cutting and turning, it still can kick your ankle loose.
Right,
which
that's
is
what I'm
why
saying,
You see
like-
a lot of non-contact injuries with knees and ankles.
Right.
I think they need to do. I agree with Jason and Travis Kelsey. It
But
doesn't
Jeremy,
matter if
bro,
it's
I played
monofilament
on-
turf. It doesn't matter if it's slit turf. It doesn't matter what it is. We need to get rid of turf
But that's
whatsoever.
Jeremy. What I'm saying is that's why everybody fucking hates our field, bro. Like I've played on turf. Like we have a turf in Jackson, Michigan. The main high school in Jackson has a turf field, and they've had it for 20 fucking years.
Right. There's the old AstroTurf that we're
Right, but
used to.
that's what I'm saying. I'd rather play on the old fucking arena AstroTurf than that shit that they got on Ford Field.
But they don't make it anymore. That's
Right,
the problem.
this is why their fucking people are getting destroyed and hate
Right.
playing at Ford Field because that field sucks ass.
Do you want to know which field had it first and was called the Field of Knees?
MetLife.
No, I don't know.
MetLife Stadium. An
Yuck.
outdoor stadium that has a drainage issue, which the one thing that affects turf more than anything because of those little rubberized ball pellets underneath that get kicked loose
Yup.
is humidity. It makes it like walking on glass. It doesn't matter what you wear. And that is why I've called it the Field of Knees. Do you know until they changed the turf this year how many knee injuries happened over that 6-year span at MetLife?
Tons.
39. 39 knees from home and opposing teams have been ate up on that field.
Hell, I watched Wandale
That's not
Robinson's
good, bro.
knee basically explode last year when we played the Giants at MetLife.
Right.
And all he was doing was running out of bounds, and he still blew his knee out.
Yeah, dude, those fields suck ass, dude.
Well,
Like,
what-
I can't, dude. It's like you ever drive a car that has what am I called? Like the sway bars. Like
Sway bar
basically
links are
fucking
busted.
so fucking warped where the back end it feels like it's like sliding out every time you turn, or a little bit of wind hits you and it feels like you're on one of those old cars that are like doo doo doo.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And like that's what it felt like. I was on the field just and I know I don't have the cleats, but I feel like it would be worse in cleats. Like
Because you're actually grabbing, and then the whole
yeah, like
thing
if
was moving.
I'm able to move the fucking field with my shoes,
Yeah, that slit
what
turf
is going to
sucks.
happen when I can grab it? Like when I can actually dig in.
Yeah,
that bitch, every time I take a step, I'm going a half an inch one way or another. Fuck that! What the fuck? That's
But
silly. That's
the-
silly shit
the
right
slit
there,
turf
bro.
and that new monofilament turf, the base of it is that little rubber balls that I'm talking about, and that's what the problem is.
Feels fine landing on, destroys knees.
Right.
What the fuck, Jeremy? Like, like
Knees, ankles, hamstrings, calf strains, all of that. Whenever you tweak something, something is going to pull.
Bro, it's insane to me.
They got to get that fixed, man. ASAP, man. For real.
I think the NFL needs to go and say, hey, you know what? If they can grow pot inside, you can go grow grass inside.
That turf's as bad as Nick Chubb's cleats.
Damn.
Too soon? Too soon?
Too soon. Too soon.
No. Yeah, it's just like, hey,
bro.
What
If you watch
did I say about E-Man and Aaron Rodgers?
This
Aaron
size
Rodgers
cleats,
had 5 snaps in that game. Everybody says, oh, but he only had 4 plays. I said, yep, but the 5th snap was his Achilles.
Yep. He stepped back on that bitch, and that bitch went.
And that's that same turf. That's what I'm saying.
It's dog shit, dude.
So
that shit is
that.
poop.
And then you got Emmanuel Mosley. Plays 2 plays.
That's crazy. Yeah, I forgot about 2 plays, man. Like
2 plays. His second play of the game. Boom. ACL tear opposite. Yeah, I remember Atwood Stadium. I still live here in Flint. I know exactly where Atwood Stadium is. And I seen Asable River. Are you up there in Ascota, Tawas area? Sky?
No, I'm in Jackson.
Jackson? Okay.
Yeah. I'm between Ann Arbor and Battle Creek.
Okay. I know where it's at. I've been to Jackson a few times.
Prison City, baby.
Yeah.
Go pick up hitchhikers in this area, bro.
Yeah. You know what the sad part is I had to fix their servers, and I also had to fix the internet for the inmates there when I was a warranty tech.
Oh, have fun with that.
Oh, it was great.
That
They're all saying, "You want me to hold the ladder for you?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm all right."
That prison is not very good, bro.
No, sir.
So,
nah, I'm all right.
Shit show.
Next thing, let's talk about how Tracy Walker and his defense, man, has been locking shit down, man, and hold the Bucs to 6 points, man. 6 points.
Here it is. Boom!
Look at that hit right there. Look at that hit right there. Ooh.
I love that hit. You want to know what that hit said to Chris Godwin? Your kids are coming out stupid.
Ooh-wee. When I seen that hit, man, I ain't gonna lie. You see, I was on the phone. I'm jumping. Ooh, went through that. I'm like, man, that ain't no flag. That ain't no flag. I'm glad that they picked the flag up, though, man. For real. What you guys say about this defense, this Aaron Glenn-led defense, Jeremy, and how they've been pressing you these last couple of weeks?
Oh, the players are doing amazing. Glenn's calling up a good scheme as of late. It's still on simmer for me. Still on simmer. Still on simmer. Hey,
wait. Say that again.
Still on simmer.
See, no.
I'm letting it cool down right now. I'm letting it cool down right now, Jeremy.
It's cool down. It's simmer.
I'm letting it cool down at this point, bro, because like I'm taking it off the burner completely and just letting it cool down for a minute and see what happens. Because honestly, at the end of the day, bro, in the last 3 games, he's been consistent with his diversity of play calling and blitzes. Like that's real.
I've only seen
give
us
him
blitz
credit
the
to
front
that.
4, so I don't see that in diversity and blitzes. I don't see the diversity in blitzes.
They had like 7-8 different blitzes that they ran multiple times throughout that game. Like they ran the 6-man stand up blitz with stunts twice.
Yep.
They ran a 5-man blitz probably like 6-7 times in different formations in different stacks.
Okay,
like
maybe it's because I didn't see people hitting home.
Yeah, exactly. But we
know,
Jeremy. We know, Jeremy, that like at the end of the day, pressure means a lot more than what people give it credit to.
But how about this one? We have held opposing teams through 6 games to 382 yards. 382 yards.
How about this?
And we still haven't seen our 3rd round pick.
We still ain't gave up a 100-yard rusher either.
Oh no, I know that. You can't give up that 100 yards when you're only giving up 382. It's nigh impossible.
It's been rough sledding for everybody.
Speaking of some facts, how about this one right here? First time since 1954, the Lions have produced 350 yards, net yards, and 20 points in each of the first 6 games of the season. First time since 1996, the Lions held opponents without a touchdown through the first 6 games.
I'm not surprised at all. You want to know why? Because this is the best team that we've ever seen in Detroit.
Here's the crazy thing. The last time the Lions held 6 teams consecutively to under 100 yards, they weren't even the Lions yet. The years were 1930, 31, and 32. the Portsmouth Spartans.
That's wild.
It's
Yo, let's
crazy.
go back to that name, bro. The Portsmouth. Shit.
Portsmouth was
Portsmouth,
it was
what? Say it
Portsmouth,
again.
Indiana. Portsmouth, Indiana.
Never mind. It's in
Spartans.
Indiana. Fuck them. Never mind. I don't want nothing. I don't
Thank
want
you
nothing
to
to
the
do with that
owners of
dog
W-
shit ass state.
Thank you to the owners of WJR Radio in
Worst state
the
in the
beginning of the
country.
1934 season, saying, "Yeah, y'all don't need that team." Brought them here. What happens year one? World Championship. Then 51, 54, and 57 happens.
That's crazy.
Can't
So I got a
wait-
question
can't
for y'all.
Wait to get that with that 2000.
Who's y'all players of the
Hold on.
game on offense and defense?
Hold on, I want to talk about the defense real quick.
Oh, we gonna get. Go ahead. Go talk about the defense. Go ahead.
And Will
My bad,
too,
D.
man.
I
You
ain't
just
rushing
cut
you.
through these, Neil. What the hell, Neil? You got Will ain't get a chance. Day ain't get a chance.
Our
bad, my
defense,
bad.
yeah, our defense held them to
Go ahead,
6
Daddy.
points. Our defense did hold them to 6 points, man. But if I swear to God, if we don't get out of the soft zone that Aaron Glenn is like in love with, I'm gonna lose my mind, man. Because I don't understand how we're holding teams to under 350 yards or whatever you said.
I stand corrected. Portsmouth, Ohio.
It just doesn't make any sense, man. Because every time I
Still
look
dog
up, fucking chunk play or not chunk play, nickel and dime, nickel and dime, nickel and dime, nickel and dime. It's
Pressure,
kind of
dude.
old, man.
Pressure.
Yeah,
that
we're
top.
getting pressure, which affects the quarterback and especially Baker. Because if you pressure Baker, he's going to be off. But I'm tired of seeing we're relying too much on our front four to impact the defense. We need to start running more man. A little less zone here and there. But hey, you know what? I ain't even going to complain. We're winning. You know what I mean?
Amen.
We're winning.
Listen,
We're 5-1.
As long as it's diverse, I don't give a fuck. Like as long as we're not running shell the whole game and we're not running man the whole game, and it's working, I don't give a fuck because we can't do all in or one or the other. Like we're not that team. We have to mix it up. We have to show them different looks to confuse the fucking offense. We don't have a bunch of superstars on our team. We don't have a Jalen Ramsey. We have a Cam Sutton,
right.
but he's not Jalen fucking Ramsey.
Cam shut
You
down.
got Tracy Walker.
Yeah, but he's still
But he
not
ain't Jalen
Jalen
Ramsey.
Ramsey.
I know.
No, but he is Cam shut down.
Yeah, I agree with you. But not Jalen.
Will, you got anything to say about
So
this defense?
it comes in
how they
bunch.
been holding
It's got to
points?
be as a group with this defense. They got to win
Oh, yeah.
as a group.
Oh yeah.
Aaron Glenn has impressed me these last few weeks for sure, but if he can get rid of that zone and just do what everything else besides the zone,
I'll bear it back.
he'll be off the burners for sure.
Man, he only run his zone when we up though. It ain't like he letting them score. It's a bend or break. It's a bend but don't break defense.
What do you mean we don't let them score? What happened in that Carolina game?
Touchdown.
What happened in the Carolina game during that soft zone?
Garbage time.
It was garbage time, Jeremy. Bend or don't break, man.
They're running the same fucking basics shit the whole rest of that game. Cover 3 shell, cover 2 shell, cover 3 shell, cover 2 shell,
Don't let
cover
nothing
3
get
shell,
behind
cover
you.
2 shell. Like that's why like you see when we play like the Bucs and shit like that when we're running a serious defense the entire game because we know the situation of big plays with the players that they have on offense. You see us a bend don't break defense. They're only kicking field goals the whole game. I'm cool if they only make it to the fucking 30 the entire game. I'm okay with that. It's because at the end of the day, if you're not scoring points against us and you're not willing to put up 20 plus every fucking game, you don't have a chance in hell against us. So that means you have to have an elite offense. Because regardless of the defense, it's proven that whoever the fuck's out there on defense, we're going to score against you. At some point in time, it may not. We might be getting 2 yards a pop, chucking around, 2 yards. But guess what? That PA's coming, motherfucker. And it's going to be wide the fuck open. And it's going to be worth 7 fucking points.
Another thing I want to talk about before we get into players of the game. How about Jared Goff in that drive to knock all that time off at the end of the game with no rushing game? Third down, St. Brown. Third down, St. Brown. Third down.
That happened the whole second half. It was great. It happened the whole second half. Didn't matter if they got points or not.
Facebook is to say, do y'all think y'all we going to the Super Bowl this year, Detroit Lions? Jeremy,
I think we can. I think we can.
It's the best possibility we've ever had.
We're down
Will?
from.
My bad.
I think this team can for sure.
Go ahead, Jeremy. My bad.
We're down from to start the season. We were what 1 in 1,500 odds of making it to the Super Bowl. Do you realize it's 1 in 12 now?
Sheesh.
1 in 12 from 1 in 1,500. Think about that. That's such a huge shift in Vegas.
That's got putting in that work. You feel me? Out there showing them boys what it is. You feel me? D, what you think? You think we make the Super Bowl this year?
I ain't ready yet to make that. I ain't ready yet, but I got a couple more games that I want to see that I think are tests. We win 2 of those 3 games, then I'll say, yeah, we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. But until then, we're gonna make a deep run. I'll say we'll make a deep run.
Jeremy, somebody's asking you a question.
Yep, he was asking me about Atwood Stadium. And yeah, I know exactly where it's at. I messed around in that parking lot and seen some concerts and watched some football because there was a semi-pro team called the Genesee Patriots there.
Encyclopedia know where everything at, man. So, Jeremy, I'm gonna start with you, man. Who are your players of the game, man, on offense and defense?
Offensively, Goff, Amon-Ra, J-Mo, Craig Reynolds, and most of the O-line minus Coyote Awasika.
Kawasaki.
Alasaki. Will, who are your players of the game, man?
Damn.
Just like Jeremy said, Goff. You know what? I'm going to throw one in there. I'm going to give you 4. Goff, St. Brown, Reynolds, and Jack Fox.
D, who your player of the game, man?
My player of the game, Goff, by far, man. It's not even close. It's
Not even
the way he was able to keep the offense rolling with no run game at all, and that's what Goff needs to be successful. Apparently, I gotta give it to Goff, man. What do you throw for like 339 and 2 touchdowns? You know, I can't complain. On defense, I'll give it to Anzalone. Anzalone played his ass off, man. He was good in coverage. I didn't see him overrun any plays. He was monstrous in the run game. Anzalone was all over the field. You could see he had some extra motivation this week, and I think that's because his parents came home. I do.
Yep. And they were there.
Yeah, they were there.
Mm-hmm.
They were there.
I didn't know they were there. That's cool. That's cool.
Goff,
yeah, that definitely.
The net yards were in the 320s, but Goff actually threw 30 of 44 for 353 yards and 2 touchdowns. If he'd have got one more bomb off the J-Mo, he'd have hit 400 yards. It's Darcy.
Hey, Jeremy, I want to apologize from the bottom of my heart. Will Rock was always in my ear, and he made me so stressed out. And please unblock me, brother. I love you.
All right.
I you know what? You're the most knowledgeable Lions insider that I know, and I got big insiders coming on the show. I got John Macaroon coming on again. Guys, what do you guys think about these Detroit Lions? Jeremy, do you accept my apology?
Yes, sir.
All right, I appreciate it.
Look at me.
Very professional.
Look at me bringing everybody
Neil,
together.
Here we go.
Bringing it together, Neil.
Neil's hopping around, dancing around. That's what 5-1 does to you, doesn't it?
I knew who that
sir.
was,
Yes, sir.
and yes, Earl Jackson. Goff is a smarter quarterback than Matthew Stafford. Arm talent wise, Stafford has a better arm talent, but he doesn't keep a good rein on his decision making.
Stafford was a gunslinger. Goff's not a gunslinger.
But
That's the main difference between the two.
Do you agree with me? Like, because he got demolished in his first 2 years, he didn't barely play because of shoulder injury. Do you think he was throwing off his back foot too much because of that fear of that and not the right coaching staff?
Yeah, I don't know what it is with Matthew Stafford. I know that Caldwell had it where he was finally using touch because we saw that during the Petrasha regime when he was here. He actually wasn't breaking his receivers' hands anymore, which was a huge jump. He started to look better. He had that 1 year before he broke his back with the microfracture where he was leading the league statistically in everything, including the lowest amount of touchdowns, tied for first with Russell Wilson in touchdowns, had the least amount of interceptions, and had a 105.6 QBR rating.
Right.
And he was being talked about. Man, if the Lions had a defense, he'd be in the MVP conversation all over national media before he got hurt in that Week 8 game.
Right. So looking at the whole gamut of the NFL, you got Matthew Stafford is what? I think he's 5th in throwing yards. I think Jared Goff's 3rd. Is he not?
He is
he
3rd.
Yep.
Behind Tua and who else? Kirk? Is he behind Kirk?
Could be.
Kirk is still up there. I think he's either 4th or 2nd, and then Tua, and then Lamar Jackson is at like 6th or 7th this year.
See, that's what I had Lamar Jackson as my MVP for this year, just because of that team, that defensive line, that offensive line, those receivers. But so far he hasn't produced like I like. This is going to be the game of the week, I guarantee it. Like, fuck Dallas and always getting all the primetime games. Why can't they flex primetime games? I get it. It's, you only get so many. Why the fuck are we watching? Why are we watching? Why are we watching Green Bay? Mind you, Dia, or whatever your name is.
Day.
Oh, sorry. Day. Did you watch that game last night? Oh, it was just like the Lions. They travel very well. They travel very well.
Our game? Oh, yeah.
No, I meant Dallas last night.
Oh, that stadium was mostly Dallas.
Everywhere.
What's that again?
Dallas fans are everywhere. You see, we hate them. Those of us of the other fan bases, we absolutely loathe the Cowboys. Yeah.
Whoever said
Jerry
that.
Jones, he stole that back from us. John Madden, after Detroit Lions and Barry Sanders demolished Dallas in 1991, at the end of that game, he goes, "Detroit is America's team."
Shout out John Madden.
But look, our fans travel too. Our fans travel.
You got to watch a copyright, Neil. Do you have that on YouTube? Because that's impersonation. They're cutting a lot of people for doing that. They did it to Detroit Lions Avenue. They did it to David Pike. You got to watch out.
Pike got it because of Detroit Lions Forum. Because when USA Today was first released, there was a small column for the NFL columnists, and it was actually called the Detroit Lions Forum. And the NFL owned the copyright of that name.
Oh, okay. See,
shout out to somebody bringing up Wyoming Park. That's where I used to live. I used to live right by that high school.
Until they come after you, bro. Fuck it. That's what you do.
You feel me? I'm gonna go hard.
Don't put Detroit Lions in the name of your channel anymore.
Well, that's my show. It's still up. I'm only at 204. I'm beating Neil. Neil's only at 50 subs. I'm at 204. But me and Jeremy been doing this. Me and Jeremy been doing this a long time. We worked together for the last 2 years, right? So he was on Matt Derry. He was on with Glover Quinn. He was on with Big Time. He's on with Scott. With
Math Bomb Ken Platt.
Yep. He's on weekly with Mel Farr Jr.
Yes, I am.
So. Okay, guys.
You came out here.
I came out just to say hello, and I wanted to apologize to Jeremy. Can I have you on a show again?
We'll talk about it, Darcy. I'll unblock you in a little while. Let me get done with the show first.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me on.
No problem, Jeremy.
My dad says he went to Northwestern here in Flint when it first opened. Let's see. Schools I have been to. I'll just go school districts. I don't want to get into the whole Bendel, Bentley, Montrose, Southwestern, Durand, Vernon, Corunna. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, Carmen Ainsworth.
All right. So, Jeremy, we want to get into this injury report. What's going on, man? What's going on with the Lions' injuries after this game, man?
Injury-wise?
Yes, sir.
Montgomery's going to be out a few weeks. The Lions have signed Mo Ibrahim back. He evidently cleared his physical. And we also picked up last week. We picked up Avery Averett when Mosley went down, but he has to adjust and get used to what we're doing here before he'll hit the field. I like the Mo Ibrahim signing, and I don't like the Mo Ibrahim signing because when you're cut because you're medically waived, and it's his rib cartilage, not the rib bone. The X-rays were negative. It's a cartilage. Now it all depends on if it's a cartilage strain or a cartilage tear. That is going to decide how long it is. If it's a cartilage strain,
let's not forget.
You know, the cartilage, and so it's he's probably going to be down for a little bit here. Well, I don't know how long. That'll just be really how long it takes for this to, at his position, that's not an easy thing to deal with. So we'll just take it as it comes. But, I think there's a chance we won't have him for a little bit.
Right. Which means if it's just the cartilage strain, if it's a strain of the cartilage, it could be as soon as 2 weeks, but I'm not thinking it is. And I'm not thinking it's torn. I'm thinking it's of the greater strain, which could be anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks. I think that's where we're at.
David Montgomery battled these type of injuries in Chicago. This is not a new thing for him.
Nope.
This is a recurring issue for David Montgomery, are these ribs.
Nate the Great.
Nate Dog, man. What's up, Nate?
What's up, fellas? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
We're just going on the injuries and who we just brought up. We did sign a running back.
I'm in God's country, so if I fall in and out of reception, I'll come back in.
Okay.
All right. What's up? What you got?
Oh, you for sure. But we did sign a running back since Montgomery got hurt.
Mo Ibrahim.
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Ibrahim.
Mohammed Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Minnesota great. Ran for 1,600 yards. No, about 1,600 yards and 16 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, I mean, if he didn't get hurt, he probably would have.
Scott, you think we got enough in the backfield now?
Huh?
Go ahead, Nate. Nate.
No, go ahead. What was you saying, D? Nate?
Oh, no, I was going to say, man, if he didn't get hurt, he probably would have stayed on the roster, at least on the practice squad, starting the season, but he got that injury and they waived him on the injury settlement. So,
Scott, you think we got enough in the backfield now to make it through the season until Montgomery come back?
I'm with Nate. The only reason he didn't make the team is literally because the injury. So he's healthy, obviously, or they wouldn't re-sign him re-sign him at all. So
right,
1,600 yard guy. Like, he's obviously a workhorse when he's healthy. So I'm with it. I'm cool with any guy that's a workhorse. So
Gibbs, according to Dan Campbell yesterday, Gibbs is more than likely back this week, as is more than likely Brian Branch. That's two big names here because if Brian Branch is back, who don't we have to see that often on the field?
Will Harris.
Amen, brothers.
We don't have to see him at all, boys. We don't have to see him at all.
So I've been watching going through ESPN. Go ahead.
I think Mo can give us some short yardage runs, man. I think he can. I think he's got that ability. He doesn't have to be anything special. Just get us some short yardage runs and just be efficient as much as possible. And you still got Craig, which I expect Craig to start over everybody. And then they're going to sprinkle in Gibbs. They're going to bring him back slow. And then if Mo's ready to go, man, they're going to throw Mo in there. I think he's over Mo.
Listen,
I disagree with the Craig Reynolds start though, because if he's good to go, if Gibbs is good to go, Gibbs is getting the majority.
Gibbs start.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to be careful, guys. He just came back, so he's going to be. You got to bring him on slowly. I think Reynolds is proving himself as a legit running back 3. when all the other guys are healthy, and he deserves a chance to start. I really
Hey man,
believe so.
you watch Wild Now, Nate? You watch Wild Now?
Not lately, no.
Okay, but you watch
No.
Wild Now. Remember when they do the spit off and he's dancing around, he shaky. That's Craig Reynolds.
Why you asking
Yeah.
all them questions?
So Ibrahim,
I mean, he deserves a start. Don't y'all agree? He deserves to fucking start.
I don't think so at all.
Now
I think
we're
he's
not
doing-
running
I
the ball
think
at
he's-
1.3 yards carry.
I think he's
You
doing
don't think
exactly
after
his
all he's
job.
done, the blocking?
No.
He
No,
deserves to get
I
some
think
playing
he's,
time, but
I
he
think
don't
he's a
deserve to
fine
start.
depth piece. I think Ibrahim will be a fine
Exactly.
depth piece. I think Gibbs is getting the start, and which is exactly what Dan Campbell said. If Gibbs is ready to go, he's starting.
I don't know.
Love the
man.
guy, love the player, love the story.
I don't
but
expect a lot out of Gibbs.
He's a running back 4.
4?
Right,
ahead,
but
Nate.
what I'm saying is, well, we have guys that are
Nope, there he goes.
Gibbs is back from injury. You're not going to give Gibbs a lot of carries. So the guy throw for most carries too.
There you go, man.
What you guys say about it, D?
I'm going back to Sky. You said a running back 4 for Reynolds?
Yeah, Bam Knight would have got carries if he wouldn't have got hurt over Craig Reynolds. So he was running back 4.
Yeah.
Bam Knight was the running back 3. He was running back 4.
I think
Yeah, Craig was 3.
I think
Craig was 4.
I think Craig ends up getting the start just because of what he did last game, but I still think Gibbs ends up getting majority of the carries. I think they'll just give Reynolds the start to kind of like reward him, I guess you could say, for how he played last game. You know, but I think
Chase
Gibbs
Lucas
gets
is on the 53-man roster, man. He played this week, man.
Yep.
Special
They're
teams.
going to be very careful of
He's
Gibbs,
been playing.
man, because you cannot
he's our
afford to lose
gunner.
another running back.
And he's good. Chase Lucas is good on special teams.
Yeah, he is a great special teams asset.
What's his name? Baldinger pointed it out a couple weeks ago. If you watch Lucas, he's the first man downfield. I mean, he is right there.
And he's doubled
quick.
in size. Like his NFL body, he's already in his NFL body in season 2.
But also, they've made a blunder on Sunday.
Jeremy,
When, what's his name, fucking faked him out like he was going to catch it.
Jeremy,
And
what's
both
the
Lucas and Dorsey went for it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Now, what
hear
you say,
half
Nate?
of what
What?
you said, Nate.
Yeah, Nate, you're cutting way in and out, man.
what's I know, man. I'm in the country. What's the ranking for the run defense for the Ravens this week?
I know who's number 1. I'm looking it up right now. Give me a second.
I'll be back.
I don't think it's better than Tampa.
Tampa's defense legit, man. that was a battle. That was Mike Vick would be proud of that game because that
Lions
was a
are
dog fight.
first.
Mhm.
Lions are first. Ravens are 10th.
Yes,
They're behind the Bucs.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
exactly.
Oh, wow.
They're not better than the Bucs.
Shit.
So
Okay.
They got just as good linebackers.
We only
as the
ran
Bucs
40
do.
yards on the Bucs.
Passing defense, they're second, and we are 18th.
The Ravens linebackers are just as good as Tampa's, if not better.
Oh yeah,
Patrick Queen and Roquan.
Oh, I'm not knocking that defense. Trust me. Overall defense, total defense, they're the second best defense in the NFL. We're 7th.
Yeah, but look at who they played. They didn't really play nobody.
Yeah, but the
Right.
Ravens have always had a strong defense.
That's what she said.
Perfect time to break that.
Special teams and strong defense.
No, but if you go look at the Ravens' schedule,
All right,
they didn't play some of the high-powered offenses.
they're about to
Here's
find
the
out.
crazy one.
So what the
Ravens have only given up 6 touchdowns all season.
We're going against the second. We're going against the second passing defense, and we didn't run worth for shit against the Bucs defense, who had a better run defense. Damn, man.
Because I don't think
It's gonna
we
be a
were
rough
ready to
game.
lose.
I can tell you, right?
I don't think we were ready to lose David Montgomery and have to lean on Craig Reynolds. I don't think this coaching staff was ready. That's why we switched up the game plan to, all right, Goff, it's in your hands. If we were ready to run,
and that's
with
why
Reynolds,
we said Gibbs for 2
Bucs,
weeks.
I don't know if we're gonna get away with
We
it.
tried to run that first half. We couldn't do
we
it.
did. It didn't work.
Even with Reynolds, we couldn't run at all. They were shutting it down. So what they do? They said, "Okay, guys, second half, we're changing it. It's going to be screen passes, short passes, play action. Fuck the run."
Right back to where we were last 2 weeks is what they did in the second half, which was phenomenal that they went back to it instead of shotgun fucking zone reads.
Mo Ibrahim cannot get a contract if he can't pass a physical.
Yeah, so he's healthy. Mo's healthy.
Absolutely right.
Man.
That's why I say Mo's going to be a bigger help than we think. If he actually gets some playing time and he's ready to go.
Oh, Goff is getting a lot of respect right now. Number one in
yes, he is.
Passes, air yards over 20 in the air at 64.2%. Passer, he's the highest rated quarterback through 6 weeks right now. Second is Lamar Jackson. That's why I said we're in for a dogfight, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Back-to-back week dogfights.
Yep.
Look at Baltimore. I'm looking at Baltimore.
Tampa wasn't as bad as you make it out to be. The game looked closer than it was. Again,
it felt closer than it was.
It did. The national media been saying about Jared Goff.
Again, they only got
Goff,
and he's lying.
because I believe he's playing the position the best. You look at what he's doing, and you look at how he's doing it, the consistency in which he's played with, and even if you go back to last year, they've only lost one game since I think week 11, week 12 of last year.
13-3 since week 9 last year.
That's all. And he only has 4 interceptions. He's playing the position.
Because Shannon completely agrees with me. It is Jared Goff right now, okay? Right now he's complete 69% of his passes, 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I'm just looking at him 13-3 since week 9 of last season.
Let's not act like this is a new thing
for about Jared Goff and the way he's been performing, man.
Let's not act like this is a new thing for Jared Goff. He put up numbers like this.
He's actually getting recognized for what he's doing, though.
He got attention like that when he was with the Rams.
He did. The year they went to the Super Bowl. And as a matter of fact, if you look at the way the run game fell apart for him at the end of the season, once Gurley went down, they had one good game out of, who was it, C.J. Anderson? Other than that, Goff won those playoff games.
Yeah, the defense.
No. Look at what all the scoring came off of passing because they couldn't run the ball.
Goff was not great. Goff was not.
He wasn't great,
good.
But all the scoring
wasn't very good in that playoff run. If you go look at his numbers for that playoff run, I know this because I've heard one person repeat these numbers.
They had Todd Gurley until the fucking Super Bowl.
No, Todd Gurley went down about week 10 and didn't come back to the Super Bowl. That was the first week he got to play in the playoffs because it was C.J. Anderson that was running the ball in the divisional round. In the championship round, they couldn't run the ball against the Saints.
Not only is Jared Goff getting his praise, our Lions been getting praise from the national news, man.
Top team.
I don't know if y'all seen this, though.
Just behind them. All right. SA, you're up first. So which is the best team in the NFC?
Believe it or not, my brother, remember, the list is fluid.
It's fluid.
The list is fluid.
You see that?
I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions for the moment.
Wow.
For the moment.
Wow.
I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions. I mean,
the best?
I can, let me explain.
Stephen A's a smart guy.
Getting praise from everybody now. Even Stephen A. Smith now saying the Lions, man. What you guys say, D? What you guys say about that? What they got to say?
Well, it's about time, you know. Everybody clowned us when we hired Dan Campbell because he fucking talking about biting kneecaps and all this rah-rah stuff. Now look at us. We're balling. We're tough. We play both sides of the ball very well. It's nice to get a little love. But it's after, because they're going to keep showing us love as long as we keep winning. It's when the national media starts putting out expectations is what I don't like. I don't like when the national media starts to make predictions of how our team's going to play, how we're going to win. So keep showing us love, but don't predict anything for us. Leave that alone.
Jeremy, how do you feel about us getting us in this national news and they finally giving the Lions respect?
It started happening at the end of last season. It's been slowly happening all offseason and through this season. There has been a lot of pundits that have said the Lions are a Super Bowl contender before the season even started because of how we finished last year. And matter of fact, what was it? The 49ers sent a thank you card to the Seahawks for beating the Rams because that meant they didn't have to face the Lions.
We were rolling. We were rolling at that time.
Absolutely.
That being said,
Been rolling.
when we hired Dan Campbell and everybody was clowning him because of the race car helmet and the kneecap biting thing, you want to know when I knew exactly what he was for us? He started talking about we had the 0-16 year, which I was a part of, and then this happened, that happened. He goes, but y'all's had enough of this shit. I don't need to talk about that. Let's talk about how we're going to change it going forward. And then somebody asked him about the draft. He goes, that year y'all took Jelani Tavai. He goes, I may or may not have broken my laptop or tablet screen.
Who said that?
Dan Campbell did in his very first presser. And then he goes on to further, he goes, and the fact that we've misused Jared Davis while he was here, starting out, he should have been an outside linebacker. He was only a middle linebacker 1 year at University of Florida, and that was that year next to Alex Anzalone.
When did he say that? I don't remember.
All during the first presser. And he sat there and he goes,
I'm going to go back and watch that.
Yeah, go back and watch the whole thing.
I guess I was enamored by the kneecaps things. And
After he said the kneecap biting thing, he went into the history of the team and how he's been a fan of the team and how he hated that draft when we took Tavai. He goes, the first part with taking Okudah, I got it. He was considered the third best player on the board, even though that's not who Patricia wanted, and it was visible during that draft. But the Jelani Tavai pick, you just seen him go. He literally saw his shoulders slump, his head went down, he shook his head, and that's when he said, I may or may not have broken my tablet or computer screen.
How funny is that? Is he's actually played better since he's left in the Patriots?
Because where he went was a fit.
Well, how you feel about the Lions and finally getting some national news, bro?
About damn time. About damn time. They ended the year strong. This year they're on fire lately. They're up there with the Niners and the Eagles. About damn time they get some love and respect.
I like it. I like it, but it's like.
Hold on, Nate. Hold on, Nate.
1 second, Nate. Go ahead. For the longest time, it was
Nate.
all about Green Bay and Minnesota. Who's going to win the North? It's always going to be between those two. Screw that. It's the Lions to take now. Like, now we have to include the Lions are going to be Kings of the North. The NFC North is going to be run through Detroit for many years to come, and it's about damn time we got the love and respect.
Yep. On top of that, about damn time we fucking got the coaching staff too.
Yes, sir.
What'd you say, Sky?
I'm gonna get to you, bro.
No, go ahead, Nate.
He said about them time we got the coaching staff too. Nate, how you feel about the Lions finally getting some national news and respect, man?
You know what, man? I'm kind of torn about it because here's the thing, man. If you're a true Lions fan, you saw this was going to happen because of they're doing it the right way. And all of a sudden, the media is all over our nuts because we're winning games and we're putting teams away early and beating them bad. Like, anybody who saw Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell when they built this team, anybody thought that this team wasn't going to be this way at some point, I mean, you had to be pretty ignorant because Brad Holmes has an eye for talent. Dan Campbell is one of the master motivators in the NFL, and he's going to get his players to buy in. It was just a matter of time. That's why I told people, I was like, you know what? 3 years, 4 years, it's going to happen, y'all. It's just a matter of time. That's it.
I agree.
What you guys say about it finally getting some national news, Scott?
Oh, exactly what Nate said. I mean, except for, I'm cool with everybody jumping on the bandwagon. I don't really give a shit about that. I like the because what's funny to me, this is the funniest thing about being like, we talk about the Lions, we understand, we know all these players, we know every in and out of the Lions and things like that, and most of the other league and things like that on top of it. So when you get those bandwagon fans or just those for those fans that aren't really NFL fans or football fans, they're just like they see us winning and they start talking about the Lions more. It's always comical, the shit that you hear from the fans that are Lions that really just started being Lions fans. So I'm cool with it because it's fucking comedy.
Speaking of our coaching, man, anybody hear what he said in the locker room, man? Like, the man pulled out a $5 pocket, man, $5 bill, man. I thought he was going to throw $5 on the smoke, man. You feel me? When he first pulled out of his pocket, man. I was like, damn, okay, he got 5 on the smoke. He got 5 on the smoke, but go ahead.
You probably saved that $5 to buy some Chuck after the game was over.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you hear what he had to say.
True.
I got a couple of things for you. Look what I got in my back pocket. Anybody see what that is?
Is that a 5?
I think that's a 5. No, I think that's a 5. I got something else here. It's fucking 5. That's 5. Gentlemen, that's an outstanding job. All right, I got a couple of game balls here now. All right, defense, don't get pissed at me because it's none of you guys because all of you played so damn good. I mean, our defense is fucking outstanding, gentlemen. It has been for a long time. It's outstanding. You hold somebody to 6 points in this league, holy crap, guys. That's what I'm talking about. All right, where's my other one at? All right, this one. Dude, 2 critical. He did it last week. 2 critical punts, man. That we pinned them down to the defense.
All I gotta say is let's keep it rolling.
That's a good defense. That's a good defense we played. It was. It's a little bit like banging your head up against the wall line. I mean, those guys do what they do. But man, we just stayed at it. And this guy showed up today in a big way, and he really has for a long time with his arm, and that's Jared Goff.
Love you boys. Love you boys. Proud to be a part of this team. That defense. You can keep doing your thing, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Love you
It was
boys.
his birthday.
Love you boys. That's just 5. That's just 5. We're doing this. Keep on.
Did that on his birthday.
That's 5. You guys earned it against a tough opponent. That's an outstanding job. Break it down.
Bring it up. 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 Oh, yeah.
Neil, can I say something real quick? If you do not want to run through a wall and play for that dude, then stop watching the NFL because this guy is a player's coach, and I would run through 100 walls or more for that dude right there.
That's facts, though.
I want to see what he's going to be like when we win the playoff game, man. He's going to be fucking crazy. He's probably going to be like laying on the ground like, I told you! We fucking did it!
Yeah, you want to know what's going to happen?
Nate,
it's
can
going
you
to be
see
like
fucking
watching
Brad
that
run up
girl
the thing?
suffering through PMS hormones. He's going to be
He'll
crying
be so
and
fucked up,
laughing
he'll
and
probably
happy
be talking
and
to
screaming all at the same time.
He'll be so
He'll go
fucked up,
home
he'll
and
probably be
hug
talking to
people.
the wall.
He'll go home and hug the dog and kick the wife.
No, he's going to be
Dude,
yelling
he's
shit. He's going to be
drinking all night.
He's going to be
Go
giving
ahead,
shit to the
Nate,
wall,
go ahead.
man. Like literally on the video. I love
This
it.
is here for you, your locker.
I can't wait to see Brad Holmes' ass on the fucking sideline on a home playoff win, dude. Yeah, I fucking told you. Just fucking
crazy.
going up and slapping fans and shit.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yes,
This
sir.
guy's already suffered a stroke. I don't know if he should be on the sidelines if we win a playoff game.
Man, there ain't gonna be nothing
like
that
he
can keep
got
him off the sideline.
Like you got a
know,
stroke,
nothing
you
that-
need to be doing this.
No, that ain't what
I have
I'm
a stroke
saying.
there too.
Hey man, I love it, bro.
I love
a
how
GM that is
fired
like
they are.
that. We have a GM. He is the GM.
Yeah.
Bro, he's down
Dude,
there high-fiving
find me
fans and shit.
Find me a coach and a GM that can kick anybody's ass, and that's what we have.
Let's see
In
a
a
tag
street
team
fight,
match
in a street
between
fight,
Matt
a
LaFleur
brawl.
and Rudy Gers
Our GM and
Brad
our
Holmes
coach will kick everybody's
in
ass.
DC.
Speaking of fighting and people ready to kick somebody's ass, have y'all been seeing what's going on with CJ, GJ, man? Him and
Debo.
Debo, man.
This shit's funny, bro.
Bro, listen, don't be friendly when you see me. Cause you be so flashy. You better hope, bro. You better hope all that talking you be doing when we see y'all, whatever round it may be. Cause I can guard you. You can't run routes. You're a running back. You're a running back. I ain't gonna sit here and play with you, little boy. Just cause you got a little bag, people gave you a little clout, man, you ain't nothing, bro. Stop playing.
Debo, did you see that comment? Debo gonna run unless Trent's with him.
Man, you can tell he's been in Detroit for a little while.
That
shit
CJ,
rubbing. Hey Neil, that shit rubbing off on his ass.
Been drinking that Flint water, man.
He said, listen, man, that shit ain't, bro. You ain't shit.
You a running back. You ain't even a wide receiver.
He gonna call
He
you
said you
a
running
fucking
back.
J-Mo, bro.
He called him a running back, bro. That shit's silly as fuck, man. When I seen that, man, I said, this nigga tripping, bro. But
bro, he
did
bored.
say he's gonna be
bored.
back. Huh?
He bored. CJ bored.
He's so
Taking
bored.
5-0.
Man,
He bored, bro.
He be on it. Listen, he be on the Grammy a little bit too much. You see this last one, man? You see this one?
See me division around. We'll come back and test some shit up. Y'all boys, stay tuned. Y'all girls, stay tuned. Shoulder getting better. I'm getting better. I'm telling you. Don't see the body again? The cold stuff is a gun in my holster. I'm telling you, I'll be back.
Speaking of which,
that's that Detroit interview. Got my gun in my coaster.
Hey, speaking of which, guess who's available to
You've
have their
You've been hanging out in the city too much, bro.
Guess who's been able to have their 21-day clock start this week if they're healthy?
Man.
Ooh.
Man,
CJ, GJ, and James Houston.
He said,
I
"What
think
the hell
it'll be
was
more
that?"
likely.
That was
more
CJ
likely it'll be
GJ
James
telling y'all he
Houston.
gonna return. He ready to return this season, man. That's what that was, man.
He'll be back for the playoffs.
That was CJ GJ, bro.
Yeah, so I want him plugged in right next to motherfucking Tracy Walker is what I want.
Man, with him and Tracy, oh my god, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Tracy's back, and he's that's our captain, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says,
That's
bro.
the quarterback of that
our
defense, man.
Exactly, bro. That's our captain, bro. Like he was a captain last year for a fucking reason until he blew his fucking Achilles. So
since he's come back, our defense has been tenfold, bro. Since our defense, since Tracy came back, tenfold, bro. I said it last week. Last week.
Lights out, bro.
CJ and Kirby is nice, right? But Tracy come back and he's the communicator.
Yep.
He puts everybody where to go. CJ's the better athlete, better, player.
Yep.
But Tracy's the better on field for this defense. Yep.
I think
he knows the system.
To me, those guys, CJ, GJ, and fucking Brian Branch are like almost the same player to me. They're fucking missiles. They're instinctual fucking players, and they're really good instincts. But those instincts don't necessarily translate into great plays all the fucking time in the NFL.
That's what I mean by CJ and Kirby aren't a good pair.
That's what
they both play
exactly.
With
I think if you put Brian Branch out there with CJ, GJ out there, and then fucking Tracy out there, you have a better time because then you have Tracy being able to communicate everything that these guys are not fucking doing because they're fucking instinctual players and they're thinking about what's about to happen so they can make a play on it. Like that's how that works. Players that can do both at the same time. That's why they got the C. They got they got the C right there. Like you just don't get that shit for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Your thoughts on CJ GJ?
I think he's great. I hope he's here another year, but I'm not going to guarantee it because he took a lower wage to be here. He was offered double to go back to Philly. He was offered even more to go somewhere else. He chose.
Oh yeah, I remember that Philly fans was mad that he ain't resigning with them.
Yeah, well,
he's
attached to Glenn. Plus, the main reason he wanted to be here was he watched us whoop the snot out of Green Bay week 18. He specifically brought that up. He goes, "Yeah, I know who AG is. I've worked with him before." But the reason I wanted to come to Detroit was the attitude that they had when they had nothing to play for. And they went in there and said, fine, if we ain't going, you ain't either. He goes, that's the kind of team I want to play for.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And
So
I'm with
now
it,
we
dude.
go into this week, and we play Baltimore Ravens, man.
Don't show
Let's
it.
talk about last time we played them, man. This is what happened, man.
Don't show it.
On its way. It bounces off the crossbar, and it's good. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Bro, I was at the opposite end of the field, bro.
Were you?
Yeah, I was at the. I've been at all the Ravens losses at Ford Field. I've been at.
Oh yeah, you said that today. Yeah.
Yeah, I was at the
showing that
one.
again today, Neil. That's the
Not
second
good,
time
bro.
I've seen it since I've been a part of the stream because I saw it prior to being live. I got to do this.
I no longer go to Ravens home games.
Stay away.
That's all I got to say. But you know what? We haven't we've done a lot of stuff like since 1996, 1954, 1932. You know what else we haven't done since 1996? Win in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Wow.
We are
won in Baltimore
1
since
and 3
'96.
in Baltimore. We have not won there since 96. So that being
When was the
said,
last time we beat Baltimore?
1996.
So we're 0-5 against Baltimore in the last 30 years.
0-3. 0-3, I think.
No, because we played them
27
twice.
years.
We played them twice at home. Too in those years because we only play them every 4 years.
Remember the last time they beat us in
Like at home.
2005 on that Monday Night Football game in Detroit with Justin Tucker his rookie year hitting his career long of 54?
I'm so tired of Justin Tucker.
I had to walk my car 6 fucking miles in the fucking snow because that game was so fucking busy. And it was a whiteout halfway through the game. So it was fucking when I walked outside, it fucking was that much snow. It was stupid. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, he had to show the video to begin with. You know what the bad part is? I wrote an article about that. I said the greatest kick that never should have happened.
Because they should have moved the ball back 5 yards.
No,
the clock.
no.
The clock.
They had
the
no
clock.
timeouts. They were doing a clock play. They had no timeouts. The play clock hit 0. The right tackle jumped at 0. That's a false start. Then 2 seconds later, they hiked the ball. It should have been.
I'm still reminiscing about that game.
That
Trying
should
to
have
forget
been
that game.
That should have been a 10-second runoff at that point with the 7 seconds that was on the clock.
We get fucked by them, dude.
But at the
Justin
same
Tucker
time,
will forever be on
I'm
my
going to say the same thing right now
Yeah.
that I said last night in a chat to Chargers fan, that I said to Packers fans when they bitched the other night. You know what? Don't leave yourself in a position where the rest can change the game for you. You cannot do it. If you do it, they will get the call wrong, and it will affect the game. We've seen it with the
Especially if you're a Lions fan.
Golden Tate versus Atlanta the year that they just came off of going to the Super Bowl, and they gave Atlanta that win and said, oh, he's not in, and it's a 10-second runoff.
I had never heard of that before.
I think we've seen refs make up calls in games against the Lions.
In rules.
Then the Calvin Johnson rule.
Man, that too. That was first. Dude, he literally sat down, took a nap, had a snack, and then the ball came out of his hands when he went to go stand up.
He set the ball down
what
to
about
stand up.
What about the Pettigrew one in the playoffs?
The face guarding. But you know what? There was a lot of reasons we lost that game other than that particular pass interference call. We could have scored more than 3 points that half.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. We had 77 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns on the ground in the first half, and all you let Zach Zenner do in the whole second half is 8 yards.
Ooh, there's a name drop. Zach Zenner.
The GOAT, man.
I love Zach Zenner, though. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
The white Russian.
What question we got?
I don't know, bro.
You know he's a doctor now. I think he's like a doctor or some shit now. Yeah.
He's a doctor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart
Shout
man.
out Zach Zenner, man.
And guess who's going to get OC of the year? Because remember, that comes out after the awards, the OC and the DC of the year.
DC?
The OC of the year is going to be Ben Johnson.
Branch
Coach
has
of
got
the
to
year is going to
play.
be Dan Campbell.
And the DC gonna be who?
That's going to be the guy that coaches the 49ers defense or the Browns defense.
Oh, so
Schwartz?
disrespectful.
Jim Schwartz. Yeah, Jim Schwartz, man.
They got the number one defense.
But from the
I just want
turnaround from last year to this year, come on, man. Aaron
They're
Glenn,
not.
he a candidate. He got to at least be a candidate.
He's a candidate. He's in the top 10.
Branch has to play more in order to be considered in for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yes. Yes, he does.
And
Very.
Aiden's got to
Rookie
ball
of
out
the year
more.
for Laporta is not out of the question, though. What he's doing
No,
at tight
Laporta's
end has
not.
never been done.
No, there's only been a
probably going to
few.
win it.
Who?
Nakua?
Nakua.
I don't think Nakua keeps it up.
He's balling out with
his target. His targets are already going down.
Yeah, Cubs
But he's still
back.
getting yards.
Eating that up.
He didn't get.
Yeah, but Sam Laporta is a feature part of our offense. Nakua's not like.
Yep.
I mean, Nakua's not like how we feature Laporta.
Yep.
Hey, what
we go to Laporta.
Nate, when you thought Laporta wasn't going to play, you're like, "Yep, we're losing this game." Remember? You said it like 5 times. If
that?
Laporta doesn't play, we're losing this game. You said it 5 times in our
He played like shit anyways. And he still won the game, so.
No,
I didn't
but
think he
you
was going to
said
play,
if-
man.
I know, and I told you, I said, I've already heard it from the coaches. He's playing, and yet you still doubted me.
He didn't play well. That's for sure. He did not play.
No, he was covered 4 of those.
He did.
Four of those were
dropped,
covered.
what, 3 passes? 2, 3
Dropped
passes?
3. Dropped 3. He dropped 3. He caught 4.
Well, one
And
he got knocked away. One he got knocked away when he went up for it.
4 got knocked away. 3 were drops. 4
Scott,
were
you
catches.
feel Laporta had a shitty game?
I don't think he had a shitty game at all.
I'll be honest. I'll be the first one to admit that I gave Baker Mayfield and his offense way too much credit. All right, I really did.
We all did.
Yeah, I thought, hey, in the past that would be a trap game for us. That would be a game where you go and win and then you lose and then you go to Tampa and just lay an egg. And this team is
This
not
game's
that.
going to be a slobber knocker. That's all I know. This game's going to be a slobber knocker.
This game gonna be a dogfight.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah.
The Ravens GM and box office people already told Ravens season ticket holders because it's the Terrell Suggs Ring of Honor weekend.
Don't sell your
Do
tickets.
not sell your tickets online. Give them to us. We'll sell them to Ravens fans for you.
Oh, they don't want all the Lions in the fans.
Hey man, we is in
Why not
Vegas
the bad part is?
stadiums, bro.
And we get there regardless, dog.
There's
They gonna get it regardless.
There's 15,000 tickets available for away teams. They were sold out the minute they were up for sale to Lions fans.
Hey, Lions fans know how to hustle, man. They know the game. They know how to work it. They'll
I
find.
think I'm gonna go to New Orleans for our game against the Saints. That's only
Hell
6-7 hours away from me. I might
Hell
go to
yeah.
that.
That's an easy drive.
So you're talking about the number 1 quarterback versus the number 2 quarterback. You're talking about the number 1 rushing defense versus the 10th rushing defense. You're
Is that
talking
gonna be a
about the
primetime
8th.
game?
You're talking about the 18th passing defense versus the 7th passing or 2nd ranked passing defense and 2nd ranked defense overall in
You
the
think any way
Ravens.
they can flex this game?
Yeah, they
Man, they didn't. They haven't. I looked that up. I was gonna make that point earlier. They have not played an offense that's really worth a damn.
But here's the thing,
Offensively,
guys.
their
They're not,
offense
like-
isn't that great.
Yeah, but
No,
here's the
I'm
thing,
saying,
though.
look,
They're
this is
not
the
gonna be able to
Ravens'
run the ball.
schedule.
Lamar Jackson has got to have a game. This is going to be a Lamar Jackson show. Like we're gonna see runs. Like they're gonna attempt to run the ball.
I'm telling you.
I'll talk about their defense.
I'm telling y'all right now, we're worried about the runs. Be ready for Lamar Jackson to throw some bombs downfield, and be
Watch
ready
Zay
for
Flowers.
our
Flowers,
secondary. Our secondary is going to have its best game all year if we want to win this game, because Lamar is going to throw downfield.
They got Andrews.
I'm not.
They got
I'm not
Andrew
too
Luck,
worried.
they got
I'm not too
Flowers,
worried.
they got
Odell Beckham
Beckham.
Jr.
Y'all
Will
want to know
Harris
how
is not
good the
going to be on the
Lions
field.
offense
So
is right now? Oh, that's last year. Damn it! Why did it show 22?
Hit him with the
Look,
spec,
this
Jeremy.
is who
Let us
the
know how good that Lions offense is. Hit him with the
this
I'm
is who
getting
the
ready to hit
Ravens.
it.
This is who the Ravens played to make their defense so great. They played the Texans, the Bengals, the Colts, the Browns, the Steelers, and the Titans. Those are not like your offensive teams.
No. Well, Stroud,
That
the Texans, Stroud probably is the best quarterback out of those ones you mentioned.
they
So
are.
far.
year.
Oh no, Pickett. I think Pickett's better than Stroud.
No way.
Pickett's garbage this year.
Whoa. You said what? You
Pickett?
think who big? Yeah. You said
Pickett.
you
I
think
think
Pickett better
Pickett's
than
a better.
Stroud? I'm
Right
putting you back on
now,
Main
yes.
Street for that
This
one.
year.
Yeah,
This
right
year.
now,
yourself.
yeah.
Explain
This year.
yourself.
Okay, here we go. We are the third ranked offense overall this season.
Damn. Bye,
The
Ben.
Baltimore Ravens are the ninth.
So
We
you know
have-
okay, sorry.
We have a total of 2,302 yards and 21 touchdowns. The Baltimore Ravens. Oh, it's blocking it for me. I gotta be.
It's like porn, man. You gotta buy the subscription.
Certain team. Bastard. But guess who's doing better than them offensively in the AFC other than the Dolphins? The Chiefs, Bills, and the Texans and the Colts.
I told you, Texans are good, man. Texans.
Oh, I know the
coming up.
Texans are good. I love Texans. I think they can win that division.
They're coming up. Hey, I'm going to say this because we haven't really talked about it. Everybody's talking about offense. Everybody's talking about defense. Y'all forget John Harbaugh made his career in special teams. And you know our team is all about little fun with special teams. So I guarantee you both special teams coordinators are really going to be going back at it, man, because get ready for some fun surprises with both sides, man. I'm telling you right now.
Where do you think they're ranked in special teams? Just throw it out there. What do you think they're ranked?
They're probably top 5. John Harbaugh is a G when it comes to special
Lions
teams.
are 5. Baltimore Ravens are 15th.
What? Wow.
They are 15th in special teams this year.
Well, still, John Harbaugh knows special teams, man. So he's
I understand. So does Mike Tomlin. And guess what? They're 22nd.
Well, you got the players too, I guess.
Damn.
That's the point.
Tucker.
When the Ravens played the Browns, they played a third-string quarterback.
I love this comment by James Burgess. The offense is about obfuscation, deception, evaluating, and fucking up the linebacks and defensive backs. It takes a genuine, bona fide, serious fucking pro to run shit the way we do.
A smart mind like Ben.
You're
Johnson.
right. He's right.
Yep.
Man, the Ravens ain't
I
playing no
absolutely
good
agree
team.
with everything he just said.
It's a flip of the coin between the special teams too, because you never know when we going. Our special teams is dangerous though, man.
Oh yeah.
Jack Fox can throw the ball. Just don't get the ball to Cabinha no more on special teams. Like
He's on
Cabinha's
IR. He's on
the
I'm
IR
just saying.
still.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that was ugly when he was.
As far as I'm concerned, that's the guy that could be medically waived right now, in my opinion. The only thing he does is tackle good on special teams. He can't even get you a yard as a fullback. Bring in a fullback.
I tell you what, I don't know if any of y'all are weather fans, but I mean, we need to watch the weather because if it's windy, man, there's no way in hell Patterson's kicking the fucking field goals, man. We're gonna be going for those hoes. I'll tell you that right now. Or Fox
And the other thing is look at where
I'll
they're
look
lined
that
up
up.
from now on. Like I said, we know I all 3 of his misses over 50 yards have been on the right hash mark in his career.
I will be shocked if Dan Campbell goes for it or lets Riley kick over a 50-yarder again. I will be shocked. I think that was his last chance, and I think.
Did you
Dan
not
Campbell,
know he actually defended it? He goes.
He had a leg for it, so
He had the leg for it. He could have hit that from 55 to 60 yards with how high up it was. He goes, we had him lined up on the wrong hash. Goff threw that pass to the right. It was meant to go to the left, where Amon-Ra was wide open and 5 yards further down the field.
I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen.
I'm telling you, Dan Campbell defended him.
Oh yeah, he can defend him all he wants, but I guarantee he's in his head. He's like, "Fuck that guy, man." I'm not again.
No, you gotta say you gotta.
Nuts, man. I'm going for it.
If you know you're gonna give your, if you know if you you're gonna give your kicker a chance, you gotta set him up right. Quarterback
I'm
didn't set
telling-
him up right. That's not on the kicker. If you want to use your kicker, you got to set him up for success.
Yep.
And
But
they
one
did.
thing- play-
Dan knows that. Dan knows that. Dan knows they
He
put him on
even
the wrong
said
side of the
the
field.
play was meant to go to Amon-Ra, and he threw it to Leaf. He said that.
You know, and Jeremy, you made a great point when you talked about, like, when you said, like, yeah, if you rely on the refs, you know, if the game comes down to a ref deciding it, you're more likely going to get screwed. I'm going to say the same thing about a kicker, man. If you're relying on a kicker to win you a fucking game or make you some mad points, you got problems, bro. You got to go
But
score
in a dogfight like
wait
this,
a minute.
though, it
Wait a
might
minute.
come
In
down
a
to the kicker.
dogfight, it's going to come down probably to a field goal. And you know what? That means
And I
they're
don't
going to
like
line
our
them
odds
up.
with that. I don't like our odds with that. Then
I don't either. I don't either. Fuck, I'd rather
That
go
means-
for it and let's go for the win, baby. Fuck that.
That means we're going to have to put the guy on the left hash where he belongs. You can't run the play to the opposite side of the field.
I still don't feel confident in this fucking kicker. And I'm telling you right now, if we lose a fucking game on a kick, I will shit in the bed and go fucking nuts.
the
Because
thing
I
is,
do
man,
not-
Patterson was good last year in Jacksonville.
I get it, man.
And he
but
was
this
good here
offense-
2 years ago in Detroit.
This offense can move the ball.
Doesn't have a
man.
strong
You
line.
mentioned-
He
you
hit
guys
his
have
he hit
mentioned-
his career long for Detroit, a 54-yarder
But that's inside.
indoors. I understand.
Indoors.
But he's also hit a 54 for Jacksonville outside. Stop it.
No,
He
I'm
hit a
not relying on-
54-yarder to win that goddamn playoff game.
I don't give a shit. I'm not relying on this kicker. He hasn't given me any hope. I'd rather Dan Campbell. I'd rather Dan
Sky,
Campbell grab his nuts and
you
fucking
believe in
go
this
for the
kicking
touchdown
game?
and go for the win.
Sky, you think we got the right kicker in this kicking game?
He's got to prove a lot, dude. I mean, to me, I hate our kicking situation. If you ever listen to anything I've ever said about our kicker, because we did like a whole fucking episode of our podcast on a kicker, on our kicking situation before. Yeah, dude, like we traded for this fucking kicker that we gave away last year. Like it's a whole fucking mess already, bro. So Dan's got to believe in for him for one, okay? Because he spent a fucking pick on him. All right, so he's got to be the fucking guy. If he's not the fucking guy, it's not gonna be until next fucking year. So yeah, he's my guy until now, but he hasn't. If that's true with his hash, he did miss right. So if he was on the right hash, that is true. That's on Dan. What the fuck are you? Or that's on whatever happened there, Goff, whatever it is. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, Phipps should have said something, man.
Set up our fucking kicker, man. And if Goff's gonna make decisions like that, then you need to run the ball to the left and then just kick the fucking ball.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, we all play Madden. We
And
all know we want to get the ball right in the middle of the field to kick that beautiful kick right through the goalpost. Come on, man.
Yeah, but in that situation, Nate, any one of us in a nutshell is just gonna go hand off down the middle. Hey, just run to the left a little bit, get in the middle of the field towards the left, and then fucking get your 3 yards or 2 yards,
what I do,
and
man.
then
I ride that bitch
and give
right
your
in the
kicker
middle,
just
man.
a
Give me
little
that-
bit easier of a kick. But no, we
Give me
decided to pass the fucking ball for some reason because it was the Goff show, and we got ourselves in a predinky dink. And it almost, it could have fucked us. It didn't fuck us. We were winning the game. They scored 6 fucking points, but at the end of the day, points are points. So it's the fucking NFL.
We overthink things sometimes, guys.
Nate don't believe in the kicking game. D don't believe in the kicking game. Will, do you believe in the kicking game? Do you believe in Patterson in this kicking game?
In my eyes, it's to be determined, but you know what?
That's a no.
I'm leaning towards more. I believe.
No.
Start
That's
with
a
the
no without
give it a
saying no. That's a no without saying no.
That's a politician answer right
Jeremy,
there.
I know you was arguing with him, man. Do you believe in this kicking game? Do you believe Patterson
Yes.
can come through in the clutch weekend?
Yes, he's already proven it outdoors in a playoff situation.
Not here. Not here. He ain't done it here.
James, and real
I
quick, too,
understand
a
y'all
comment
say
on-
not here, but he's done it in a clutch playoff situation.
But
1
see,
year.
to James's point down here in the
Just
comment,
last year. You're not talking about eons ago.
That
This
right
guy's
there.
only been in the league 3 years.
that right there, and this is what I've been preaching all off season with our kicking situation is good teams have good kickers, okay? Because they know that
Jake
field
Moody's a
position.
good kicker.
Huh?
Jake Moody's a good kicker. He's missing 40-yarders.
Yeah, I agree, but he's also a rookie, and they're drafting for the future with him.
This guy's a UDFA rookie
He's
2
hit
years ago.
besides the last game, Jeremy. He hit every fucking kick of the season, besides one game. So let's cool it on Jake Moody. I understand what you're saying and your point to it, but let's cool it on that shit. I don't even like Michigan like that. So, but let's give the guy a chance. He had one bad game. So my point is, like, good teams have good kickers, and this is the situation that Brad put himself in. Is my point. If he's going to go and spend a pick on Riley Patterson, he believes this is his guy. I have no reason not to believe in Brad Holmes.
Okay, so he actually missed 2, not 1 kick.
Who?
Moody.
Yeah, I know. He missed like all the kicks in that game, didn't he?
1. He made 1. He had 3 attempts. He's 10 of 12, 83 with a long of 57, but
that's a pretty damn good kicker for a rookie, Jeremy. Thanks for making my point.
He also missed.
Jeremy, thanks for making my point, sir.
Let me tell you what he missed.
Jeremy, you're a beautiful statistical man. I love you.
I am a statistical man, but he's missed a 33 and a 37-yarder.
I don't give a fuck. His whole family was there. His dick was shaking. I don't know what it was, brother. He slipped in the grass. It was too long. The ball was tilted one way, brother. I don't know what it was. He missed 2 kicks out of fucking 12.
But guess what? Riley Patterson doesn't miss anything under 45 yards.
Year. When I watched him at Michigan, I thought he was dog shit. So the fact that he's fucking 10 for 12 in the NFL right now for fucking San Francisco.
So his family was all dick was all shaking.
Okay, we know.
That's got to be the line of the night right there.
Come on, bro.
His dick was shaking. I ain't never heard anybody say his dick was shaking.
Let me.
Like Jeremy says, it doesn't make sense either. It doesn't make sense. Why would you go out there and do all these things, hit a 57-yarder, and then you're shaking fucking 30-yarders? I don't know what it was. Your mom was fucking waving at you in the crowd. It's you don't know what it is. It could be literally anything. He farted as he was kicking. Who knows? I have no idea why he missed a 33-yarder. But what I'm saying, he's 10 for 12 with a 57-yarder. Like I'm taking that. I'm happy with that.
And here's the thing too that I think we need to understand is that we all talk about how great this offense is for the Lions. Okay. Now, yes, we're going to be going up against a very good pass defense in the Ravens. But if you ask yourself, unless the game is on the fucking line, which means that there's no time on the clock and you have to kick a field goal, or it's end of the first half and you have to kick a field goal in order to get points, do you trust the offense more or do you trust fucking Riley Patterson? Ask yourself that question.
From what yardage?
I mean, plus territory. Plus territory. It's got to be plus territory.
So within 40 or within 50 or after 50?
I'm talking about if we're on plus territory, we're on the other side of the opponent, let's say 45, 40 or 45. You trust Riley Patterson to make a field goal.
I trust Riley Patterson.
Shit, I took the offense, man. I say let's go.
Too.
If it's 4th and 6, if it's 4th and 6 and it's a fucking 45-yard field goal, you better kick fucking Riley Patterson's ass in there, and he's gonna nail that bitch. And if he doesn't, we lose. Again,
no, but I said
Brad Holmes put us here with this situation.
I said,
this is the kicker they picked out.
I said
this is his guy, Nate. This is his guy. Nate, this is his guy.
I get it. But I said if the game wasn't on the line, or it wasn't a situation where you're going into half and you have to get points and you can't throw the ball because then you go to half
kick
or you
the
lose
field
the
goal, bro. I don't want to go for it on 4th and fucking 6, dude.
Right.
I want to be the team. I want to be the team that kicks the field goal and then we kick the ball to them and say, "Go score points against our defense."
Amen.
All right. I got it.
Like that's what good teams do against good teams, because in context of what we're talking about, we should always be thinking of ourselves of a playoff team. So every opponent we play against should be in a playoff scenario. That should be our mindset now.
I see that. I see that in these games.
You know, you have to think of, if you're playing the 49ers in a dogfight in the fucking conference championship, are you going to go for it on 4th and 6 or kick a 45-yard field goal?
Well, that's conference championship.
Kick a 45.
I don't. That's what the territory we're talking about, bro. We're 5-1. We would have to. Jared Goff would have to go down for this season to go away.
Knock on wood, Sky.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, brother.
But You get what I'm saying, bro? Like that's
No,
where we're at.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm just talking about the Ravens. I'm just saying, like, hey, I
But
trust
they're a
Goff
playoff team,
in this
though.
offense.
So
and
we
with the
have to kick
weapons.
field goals. Like Jeremy said,
It's
we have
basically
to
a
be able to
playoff
kick
game.
field goals against these guys.
Well,
We got to
Riley
keep them. We got to
Ferguson-
keep. We got to keep them out of plus territory because Justin Tucker can apparently make it from anywhere.
Oh shit, he
in
can
plus
fucking kick it
territory.
from
He
the
can hit it
20-yard
from
line,
the
the other line.
Nah, he ain't that good. Come on now. He barely made that 66-yarder. And that was 4 years ago now.
66 yards.
I have us losing this game in my record for the season. When I put out my record for the entire season, I have us losing this because it's at Baltimore against the Ravens, right? I have us losing this
feel
game. But if
that.
we're going to win this game, it's going to be like a 17-14 fucking game, and we kick a field goal with 45 seconds left on the field goal, and Lamar doesn't go down and drive on the field on us.
You know what it is?
Because we have a better defense now.
We're going to win 19-17 just to rub it in their face from 2021. This
There you
is the
go.
revenge tour
Even
for
better.
MCDC.
I just don't want it to come down to a kick, man. I want to try to do this 4-minute
I would
offense
love
and
to do it. Within
put them
50
away.
yards, I would love to say we're about to dial up a fucking 45-yarder and nail that bitch for the game.
Yes.
I would take that. I would take that.
Because that means, guess what, Nate? We are a championship team.
Oh, there's
You
no
want to know
doubt.
the perfect distance? The perfect distance is 39 yards out.
Cash.
He's cash money from the 40 in all day long. He's missed a total of 7 field goals in his career. And all of them have been past the 40. But at the same time, when you go to the next gen stats, they are all missed from the right hash. So if you know this going into the game, do you have a kicker that can't kick from the right hash? You tell your quarterback, man, if you got to throw it to the right, you better run to the left and fall down.
Yep.
Or it better be for a first down.
Right.
If you throw to the right, it better be for a fucking touchdown or a first down. If you
Right.
throw to the right and it's fucking for 3 yards, Goff, I'm going to fucking powerbomb you on the side of the fucking field.
That's what Dan Campbell needs to say.
I will fucking stun
Dead
your ass
serious.
in front of the fucking 100,000 Ford Fielders.
I'm looking at it right now. He's 14 of 17 from 40 to 49. He's 2 of 5 from past the 50. And all 3 of the misses are on the right hash. That's in his career.
What's his record right now this year?
His record right now, he's missed 1 field goal, the one you're bitching about.
How many has he taken? Is what I'm asking.
See, James
He's
is
7
comment
of
again.
8.
We've kicked 8 field goals. Don't even feel like that.
Because our offense is fucking putting touchdowns on the board. That's my point I'm telling y'all. Like, fuck, man. We can score touchdowns.
We've been taking the points because we have the lead.
That's what we got to do, man.
See, I agree with that comment. It's somewhat because he's not necessarily his guy, but he has to be his guy this fucking year because he spent a draft pick on him, James.
Of course, yeah.
That's the whole point of this. Like he is being force-fed Riley. Even if Riley, even Riley is doing well right now, if he starts to stink it the fuck up, we are force-fed Riley Patterson still.
Oh, I don't know about
Because
that.
of
It's only a 7th-round pick, man.
It doesn't matter. Brad Holmes, dude, the Lions fans and the media will crucify his ass for a fucking 7th rounder because he was traded for a guy that couldn't win us a game. Watch. If we lose by a fucking field goal and he removes him from the team, and out of nowhere, they're going to be like, oh, Brad Holmes made a fucking mistake. Here it is. Here's the Brad Holmes fucking blunder. 7th round pick, fucking Riley Patterson.
They've already said it about Michael Brockers. They've already said it about Trinity Benson. So if he does that with this kicker right now, it's another black mark.
The kicker this year is
up, dude.
The kicker this year is like the backup quarterback issue last year.
No, it's more important than that.
No.
The kicking is.
No, but I'm saying, but that's the scapegoat this year because everybody gave shit to Brad Holmes last year about not getting a backup quarterback.
You're talking about a guy that's 7 of 8. 7 of 8, and hasn't missed an extra point.
Well, let's see what he fucking does this weekend.
That's
in the wind, in the elements.
He's responsible for 39 points of this offense right now.
All right.
This is how I am with kickers and always will be with kickers. Until we find a great all-around kicker, he's our guy until he's not.
Exactly.
Yep.
Let's see what he does against Baltimore. But hey, y'all, I gotta take off. I'm gonna go eat dinner. So y'all keep it real. Go Lions.
Good night.
Later.
Man,
I love that comment, James. I love that comment, James. Real quick, Jeremy. I love that comment, James. But guess what? If I name another kicker that would be worth the money to spend that we would be able to get, go.
Get Matt Prater for like a 6.
No, that we'd be able to get and that we'd want for years, bro. We're not gonna go get fucking sliders for fucking 38-year-olds,
Right.
bro. Come on,
or 40-year-olds.
Come on, come on. Like who name somebody? Throw out fucking 3 names. If you can come up with 3 fucking names that make sense, I'll give you a fucking cheers, bro. But you
this
can't.
draft, the kid out of Missouri, Harold Mevis, 7th round pick right now. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
I don't know kickers.
Yeah, but that's in the draft. I'm talking about a trade, Jeremy.
There's no trade worth doing right
That's
now.
what I'm saying.
Nobody's trading kickers. So,
Right.
yeah, it's not a possible thing
That's
to do.
what I'm saying.
Harrison Mevison comes out this year, coming up. He's
Riley
went back to school.
Patterson is our guy. Like me and Jeremy have been saying, like it or fucking not. So jump on the fucking Riley Patterson fucking train, boys and girls. Because if you're not fucking on it, it's fucking leaving without you. Like it or not.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
He's on the team. It's either that or we're bringing back up the money badger again. And we all know how that went last year.
He's on this couch right now. Fuck no.
He's on our practice squad.
Yeah, he's on his couch right now, bro.
Yeah. Yep. James Burgess is. You want to know why we like this kid out of Missouri? He's bombing 60-yarders in college.
Do you think you're going to be there in the 7th round, though?
Yeah.
No. Kicker like that would go
because he plays for a team that doesn't get a lot of national media, and he's a bottom feeder of the SEC. Missouri's not that good.
I would love to get a drafted kicker late. Again, it would go with what everybody's plan that actually is not a moron would do in the draft. Like what we did this year. Everybody goes against what we did this year. But our most fucking needed fucking positions was running back and fucking linebacker.
Right.
Huh. And tight end. Huh.
And safety.
And we didn't even really need a safety. They were just like, okay, nobody's gonna get him.
He's sitting here. Why not take him?
We gotta take him. And we're not gonna let Green Bay get him.
Look, he just admitted he's been watching this kid in college the whole time too. Because if you don't, unless you're watching the SEC network, you don't know about him.
Who's he play for again?
Missouri.
I'll watch him. I'll go watch a couple Missouri games because if he's that good, they're bombing kicks then.
Yeah.
They're taking advantage of everything in that game. They're NFL pro style and that shit. 55.
Close.
Okay, go out there,
go
kid.
back.
Go knock this down really quick so we don't look like idiots.
Let's get to
Missouri
the
Tigers.
That's what I would do.
Let's get to the part of the show when we're on our way out. I'm gonna let
This
everybody
year,
get their final
this
thought.
year alone, Harrison Mevis, 61-yard long and 59 points accounted for the Missouri offense through
Look at
7
that.
weeks.
Exactly what I would do with him, bro.
He's 11 of 17 with a 61. Extra points, he's 26 of 27 because guess what? He threw for a fucking 2-point conversion.
Listen, boys, we only need to fucking get to the 40. All right? Just get to the 40.
And this kid's money.
We're getting points, okay? We only need touchdowns every 3 drives. Let's not get crazy.
Well, we get to the part of the show when we're about to close out. I'm gonna get everybody's final thoughts and let them know where y'all can find them at. Y'all obviously y'all can find them here at Bandit Sports. Like I said, this ain't just my channel. This is their channel. You feel me? We all do this together. This is my team. You feel me? I don't do nothing without giving my respect or credit when credit is due. So I'm gonna let you start off. We'll let them know where you at, where they can find you at.
You guys can find me here and on Jeremy B's channel. That's
There
where
you
you
go.
guys can find me.
For sure. Jeremy, man, you know it's always been a pleasure, my brother from another mother. Let them know where they can find you at.
Well, you can find my writings on the SouthFloridaTribune.com under the Motor City Tribune heading. You hit the little header, it'll scroll down. You'll see my name where you see my writings about the NFL and mostly the Detroit Lions. Then you can also find me on my channel where you'll see O'Neill, you'll see Will. Eventually, one day you'll see Day, maybe even Sky, where we talk about the NFL on Wednesdays. We do the pick'ems, and then on Fridays, I do my Lions fan cave chat. And depending on if it's a Thursday night game or a Thanksgiving Day game or a Monday night game, I also do my pregame show on Friday nights. And that is Kneecap Biting with the Motor City Lions. I am Smoking Jeremy. You can find me on Twitter with that. All these guys follow me. Come on.
For sure. For sure.
Choo-choo.
He said, I like to see
the place kicker merry-go-round stop. Hope we draft one.
Please.
Neil, thanks for dealing with my bullshit. Everyone else mostly knows me both live and chat. So thanks for good times, one and all.
Well, listen, like I said, this show is uncut. When I come up with the sections what we talk about, they don't even know, because I know if I don't want nobody playing, I want it fresh off their mind. I'm the only person that know how this gonna go. You feel me? I put all the clips and everything else like that. I just got the best panel. You feel me? Better than ESPN. I know they're gonna talk better than y'all. I mean, they're gonna come in with that logic and hit y'all with them facts, man. You feel me? Day. Let them know where you from and where they can find you at, bro.
It's your boy Day. You can find me on Twitter. Markham246. Go Lions.
Sky, man, it's always a blessing when you on the screen, man. Let them know where they can find you at, bro. Where you from, bro?
You can find me right here. Where's this at right here? Like this little thing right here, right?
Lions fan report.
And that on Twitter. That's where at right there.
Who's your boy? Who's your
That's
boy?
my boy John, bro. That's my boy John. He's just sitting here back and playing.
Everybody keep asking who the dude in the background, man.
This is my homie. This is my office. So like we kind of just like we're just doing our thing. So
I'm gonna make sure I put every time when I put your next video, I'm like Sky and John.
Yeah, and John. And John.
And James Burgess says, by the way, it's nice to meet Day and X Anthony.
For sure, man. Hey, you always find them here, man. You feel me?
James.
Right here. And you find them on their own thing, you feel me? Y'all know who I am, man. Let me get my close up real quick. Oh, hold on. What do you say?
Nighters, one and all. The puppy needs walkies.
Oh, final thought.
Y'all know who I am,
hey,
man. I'm Bandit, man. Y'all can find me at Bandit Sports on YouTube, man. Please like and subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button, man. Once we get to 100 subscribers, man, we'll be giving out a free Bandit hoodie, man. I got them all designed and everything else like that. I just got to get the money for the hoodies, y'all, and I will be sending y'all. For me, I haven't forgot about y'all, man, because I totally appreciate that, man.
You forgot, motherfucker, didn't you?
Final thoughts, man. Let everybody know what you got to say, man. Go ahead, Daddy. What's your final thoughts, man? What you got to say about the Lions and the game coming up?
What'd you say?
What's your final
thoughts?
thoughts?
Let me know your final thoughts about the Lions in the game.
My final thoughts? I think it's going to be a battle. I think it's going to be a dogfight. It always is when we play the AFC, especially the Ravens. Contain Lamar and we'll be all right. But, yeah, it's going to be a dogfight. But I think we win.
What your final thoughts and what you got to say about the next game coming up?
Like we said before, it's going to be a dogfight. It'll definitely come down to the end. Hard fought game.
Jeremy, what's the word?
What's the word? Pain. This game's going to inflict a lot of pain on both teams. Somebody's going to end up majorly butthurt. I just pray to God our fans are okay walking out of the stadiums if the Lions whoop the shit out of the Ravens.
Scott, what's your final thoughts, man? What you got to say about the game coming up?
You know, like I said before, and I talked about it a bunch. Like I literally think this is one of the hardest games on our schedule this year.
This is one of those prove-it games.
I actually, yeah, exactly. It's a big time prove it. If we win this game, wake up fucking league. We're going to the fucking Super Bowl. And I'm not saying that with confidence. I'm not saying that with like arrogance, like saying like, hey, we beat the Ravens. Who are the fuck the Ravens? Well, listen, I understand that, but with the accumulation of everybody that we beat on our fucking resume this fucking year, and then you add the Baltimore fucking Ravens to it.
On the road?
Listen.
On the road.
Listen.
That's even tougher.
Beat up, and we're beat up too. Because if people will say that we're not beat up, oh, you got Jared Goff, you got both your tackles, you got your center, you got fucking this, you got fucking that. Okay. Our starting corner, I know Jerry Jacobs been starting and he's having a good year, but he's not even our starting fucking corner. Okay, our D line is beat up. Haskell's been out the entire fucking year. James Houston's out. Our fucking left guard was out. Our fucking right guard has been fucking swishy swappy with fucking Glasgow and whoever the fuck else can go. Our swing tackle's been fucking who fucking knows Dan Skipper Nelson fucking random, and we run 22 most of the fucking time. So what the fuck? We're down to like our 19th running back. Craig, unless you're a Lions fan or you watched fucking what you call it on fucking HBO, you don't even know who Craig Reynolds is. You couldn't name who Craig Reynolds before watching him on fucking primetime, motherfuckers. So what I'm saying is we have the highest drop rate in the NFL at the wide receiver position, and Jared Goff is going out there and dicing fucking one of the top defenses in the fucking league like it's fucking nothing. If we win this fucking game in Baltimore with the way Baltimore's playing, Lamar Jackson the way he's playing, and that's the stout fucking pass defense, best believe we're coming. We're coming all the fucking way
to
the fucking conference championship. And it's either going to be against the fucking Eagles or it's going to be against the 40 fucking Niners. And whoever the fuck it is, good fucking luck. Because if we get the 1 seed, if somehow magically we get the fucking 1 seed, and you have to play at Ford Field,
it's
conference championship, we are going to the Super Bowl.
Cookham's dinner's got
Regardless of who the fuck it is. Regardless of who the fuck it is, we are going to the Super Bowl if we get to Ford Field in a conference championship. Mark my fucking words. Because there's no way there is a team in the NFL that can walk into Ford fucking Field outside of Pete Carroll and the fucking Seahawks somehow.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
I seen a graphic today. If the playoffs were to start today, that would be our first round matchup would have been Seattle.
Yep.
Yeah, and that would be a fucking dogfight.
Who has the best on the road record this year so far?
We do
3-0 with 2-0 in prime time. Come on now. You know what that means? You remember that old Brooks and Dunn song? Yeah, we're coming to your city. That's what our fans do. We're going to have so many fans outside of that Baltimore field since they don't want to let us in there. They're going to be louder than the fans in the building. It'll be like that last time.
Like a Taylor Swift concert, Jeremy.
Yeah. You remember, you know what game I'm talking about. That was a Tigers game in Arizona, and it was sold out. And all the Tiger fans went down there, and they could hear them inside the stadium over the people in the crowd. That's how loud it'll be.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to the Swifties. We about to gang outside the motherfucker like that, dude. Throw our own motherfucking party out there, bro.
Hey, thank God Travis Kelce couldn't play week 1 because we'd have had to put up with Taylor Swift in the goddamn booth 18, 20 shots of the game. Every time the Lions take the field, oh, look, there's Taylor Swift.
I'd have been great to see Taylor Swift and them be all sad because they lost.
I know, but you know what I'm saying.
My final thought is, right now, we tied for number 1 in the AFC. And right now, we got a 3.5 game up in the North. Let's take this championship. Let's defend our title. Maybe put our foot down on their neck and don't let up, man. We're going to Baltimore. The fans going to show up there deep, man. We go Baltimore 1, man. Let's give it to them, man. For real, man.
Russell Wilson, defend your turf this weekend. Beat the Packers.
For real.
You really have faith in that?
Denver beats the Packers, Jeremy.
Oh my God, I'm gonna roast the whole NFC North, the Huddle channel.
Yeah, I'm frying
so bad. I'm gonna fry it. Oh, you guys complained that we had, and they don't even do our record right. They don't count the Kansas City game. They say the record of the teams we played against is 8-14. I said, you fucking numbnuts. I said, you forget we played Kansas City, who's 5-1. Add that to it. And the only reason why there's 14 losses is because the Pampers can't beat anything because they're full of shit.
Listen, if the Denver Broncos beat the Packers, man, I don't want to hear no Packers say shit, fans say shit. I'm gonna just every time they open their mouth,
do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Yes.
Like I don't want to hear it, man.
Yeah.
Send me that clip. I'm gonna use it.
For real. But this has been Bandit, man. I appreciate the Bandit Sports, man. I appreciate y'all all coming on here, man. We're gonna do the pregame show Sunday, Jerm.
Yeah, Sunday morning, probably about 10:30 sounds about right with me. That way we beat the other pregame shows. We get our stuff out there live in person. There's no overseas game this week. It's perfect.
For sure, man. And look out
Can
for Jeremy. You
someone
got a show
remind
tomorrow.
me?
What time?
I got a show tomorrow at 8:30 where we talk about the 3 hottest things in the NFL. And yes, I included Mo Ibrahim back to the practice squad for the Lions as big news because it is. Because if anybody can't go, guess what? Mo Ibrahim will be playing.
Sky, when your next show, man, let them know where they can find you at.
That comes out. What's today? Tuesday?
It's out tomorrow, doesn't it?
Yeah, it comes out tomorrow morning.
Well,
on all platforms.
Send me a link, man. I'll share it to everybody, man.
Avid listener right here, Sky.
There you
Yeah,
go.
send me a link, Scott. I'll share it to everybody, man. I'll hop on there if you want me to, man. For sure, man.
Yeah,
this is Bandit
sure.
Sports, man. I'm Neil. That's Dede. That's Will. That's Sky. That's Jeremy. And we out, man.
Peace, love, and chick grease.
Hot shit.
Get your butt out of here.